the deflection people have when I criticize them is, he's just trying to get clicks. I'm like, dude, I posted the polls showing Kamala's winning, saying, guys, she's winning. We need to win. You have to stop this. They go, you're just trying to get clicks. Sure, whatever. I don't care.
Okay, so then lose.
Yeah, this is the crazy thing. When I'm like, here's the polls, here's the prediction markets, Trump is losing in all these metrics. They're like, you're just trying to get clicks. And I'm like, then if you genuinely think Trump is already winning, then what more must be done? Like, I don't know what your argument is. I'm showing you these things saying, guys, we have to go 10 times as hard because Kamala's coming up in the polls. Even if the polls are wrong, Trump should still be winning.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have friends in California who are Trump fans, but they're seeing a huge surge for Kamala. Like a lot of excitement, people wearing shirts. You know, there's merch.
Yeah.
Not so surprising because it's California, and California also has lots of red parts. But I haven't seen that. But we're also in West Virginia.
Yeah, but you know, it's Kamala's brat. You know what I mean?
That's brat.
Yeah, she's
she
brat.
is so brat.
And Trump is Chad. That's what I think Daily Wire posted. Was it Daily Wire?
I don't know if
They said Kamala. It's like Kamala Brett, and then it switches to Trump, and then it turns red, and it says Chad, and then it plays like deep bass, and it's like showing Trump, and like the screen's flashing.
I will
Those are good
take
memes.
a chatty daddy any day. Okay, over Brat Girl Summer. So
both those make me feel uncomfortable.
on the record, I want them on the record.
I think maybe a big component of it is even with Trump winning in 2016, it wasn't like a massive margin. I think it was like 40,000 votes or something.
Yeah.
And it was because people hated Hillary Clinton. I always mix their names up because they're basically the
Same.
person.
Something about them.
Same, but different.
I got to tell you, if you ask me what I would rather go to, a Trump rally or kill Tony, no question.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Trump, I'm voting for Trump. I want him to win. I think he's the better candidate. I think he's the greatest president of my lifetime. I want to hang out at a Kill Tony show. I want to I went and saw Joe Rogan in Philadelphia like 6 years ago, and I was laughing so hard. I thought I was going to injure myself. It's so good. One of his best jokes, I don't know, it's been a long time, was he was just talking about how cats look out the window and they do that gibbering thing. And it was just like, I can't remember the full bit, but it was hilarious. And I'm like, this is a night to remember. You're having a good time. You're laughing. We want to capture that energy and use it to convince people to vote for what will make this country better.
This is why I think they went after comedians early on in this whole cancel campaign. Of
course.
Because the comedians subvert their narrative so well.
Always.
That's why they went after Louis, you know, anyone who was funny. Even Jerry Seinfeld, who's like a saltine compared to the comedians that I like. Sorry to cut you off.
I was just going to say, I do feel that there is that energy at a lot of these Trump rallies. Maybe not being used with humor, but it's the four-letter word hope that
Trump's funny.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
He's hilarious, but most people do leave these rallies saying this with the same sentiment. This was a night to remember.
Yeah,
they feel like they're walking out with some hope, a vision for this country, and it's a safe space to express your love for America. So
what Trump does really well is this is exactly it. His rallies. So when I got invited to the White House, I went with Bill Ottman for the Social Media Summit. And I thought it was going to be like a round table with maybe like 30 people and we're hanging out and Trump's going to be asking questions. No, it was Trump standing at a podium with like 100, 200 people in a room, and Trump did stand up for an hour.
Let's go.
The whole crowd of people who already like the guy are laughing their ass off the whole time. He is quick-witted. He is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think he needs to get some comedians on stage with him, and they should legit do a comedy set with like two opening acts and then Trump.
Trump should go on Kill Tony.
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
That would be sick.
Because he could dish it, you know, just like those guys. He obviously, look at all the things we've heard about pencil neck and low energy and all these people.
Dude, Trump on Kill Tony.
Trump is Kill Tony. I mean, people should watch the Shane Gillis as Trump because that's amazing. But
so good.
Trump, I bet that'll happen.
Trump would annihilate.
And the crowd would love it.
Oh yeah,
It would love it.
It'd be dude. Remember when he posted that thing about Diet Coke? What did he write?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? I got to pull that
That's
one
a
up.
great one.
Remember the Bill Barr tweet where he's like, I called him fat and lethargic.
Or the protruding nipples quote.
Oh God.
For Barney.
I saw him speak at the New York Young Republicans Gala, and he said something like, Ginger Gates sang the national anthem, and he was like, "She's very beautiful. Not that I notice beautiful women."
Yes.
Like, what?
It's not allowed. Here we go. Here's a tweet from Tony. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke.
Bring this back.
Yeah. Well,
Look at this one. Look at wait. The Coca-Cola company is not hat with me. That's okay. I'll still keep drinking that garbage.
He still has
good.
it. He still has it because when we were at the Libertarian Convention, that dude walked out to half a crowd booing him.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah, I'm
ate
laughing.
those boos. And he said, well, if you want to win, vote for one once, vote for me. Like
I'm asking for your nomination at their
still
own.
got it.
It's
You know, he is a
And then he
comedian.
started talking in third person. Like,
Yeah.
it's so
That was great.
You're
Sorry to
right. He
libertarians.
totally still has it. I think they're trying to make him a politician. Not that he'll ever be that.
Yeah.
But with good old, authentic, raw, real Trump is what.
That's all we need. Like no handlers, no one telling him, no focus groups. Just Trump.
I got to read this from April. Wow, former AG Bill Barr, who let a lot of great people down by not investigating voter fraud in our country, has just endorsed me for president despite the fact that I called him weak, slow-moving, lethargic, gutless, and lazy. Based on the fact that I greatly appreciate his wholehearted endorsement, I am removing the word lethargic from my statement. Thank you, Bill. MAGA 2020.
Brilliant.
MAGA, baby.
Something about
Brilliant.
citing New York Post. Like, what? There's no hyperlink
The
there.
whole thing's
Dude,
beautiful.
this is one of the greatest roasts that has ever been written. No question. I am removing lethargic from my... It's like the dude endorsed you and you just rip him to shreds.
That's amazing.
It's funny. And what does it really mean? Like, it's just a roast. Roast is
Right.
funny. It doesn't change politics.
Right.
It's just Trump having fun and being funny. And we all laughed our asses off when he posted that.
I also
He's got to get on Twitter and start doing this stuff
He
again.
will.
well,
I
Monday
like
night.
that one in particular because, like, whenever people turn around, they're like, actually, I'm endorsing this person I've been very publicly fighting with. Like, at least he's being honest. There's some tension still there.
Right.
But he's going to forgive Bill a little bit.
I love it. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke.
That's a brilliant.
I
you
want
could open
all
up
of this on
stand-up with that.
t-shirts.
That's
Yeah.
stand up.
I know that's what he does. Imagine he walked out and he just said that. Everyone busts out laughing right away. It's
One
just,
powerful sentence.
it's funny because it's true. You know, it's like,
Right.
that is, you know,
That's what I'm saying. Like the memes aren't rooted in anything funny, deeper. You know,
Diet Coke.
that's just true.
Yeah, dude. The Bill Barr one. He's got so many that are so good.
You think he'll be back after the Elon space? If that's what he's doing on
I
Monday?
think so. I think so.
Back on,
mean,
on
that-
X.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why. I hope so, because we need him on X. The
Yeah.
Truth Social is okay. There are accounts that repost his Truth posts.
Yeah.
I think he's contractually obligated to be on Truth, though, is the issue, because the stocks and if he goes
Yeah.
on X, the DJT stock drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his campaign goes up and he regains the news cycle.
He wins
They'll
the
write
presidency.
about, you know.
People are
I think
always
so.
going to seek out what he's saying anyways. Like, I don't totally get, and I am not the most avid X user, I'll admit it, but, you know, I don't totally get what he achieves by directly posting to X.
There's
Everything
something
he
about the
says-
algorithm lately, though. That
Everything
that.
he says ends up there. Everyone wants to know what
But-
Trump is saying. People monitor him constantly. Like, are we expecting him to do what Elon Musk does, where he like responds in emojis to people?
I think there's a feeling of hearing from him directly on the largest
Agreed.
platform. The same way, because when Alex Jones was gone, Alex Jones was still on Twitter. You know, like people were reposting it, but when it's coming from him directly, I think it just has more impact. And it's like the inverse of that is Joe Biden's interns writing, and there's like it's just flat. You know, there's nothing to it. I agree with you because it's still he's there, but there's gonna be something to having him on in the public square again, the digital public square, in real time that I think will have a bigger impact.
and I think knowing that it's him behind the phone, right?
Hopefully,
Like
you'll
writing.
know if it's not.
Right, right. But I think we are expecting him to do what Elon Musk is doing, which, by the way, look how many people love that. Responding to your average American, your forgotten American, making a joke, reposting a layperson's X post. I think we're expecting Donald Trump to do that, and
Yeah,
people will love
It could also
that.
go against him too, because he could just be bad at Twitter and have to, you know, learn his way back to being good at Twitter.
But what's being bad at Twitter, right?
I don't know, like cat turd, you know, like being competing in the MAGA Olympics rather than just being funny.
No, I think Edward's really good at Twitter. That's why he's got millions
I
of
guess
followers.
our definitions of good are different. Yeah,
Right. I'm just saying it's targeting, it's hitting one generation, and Trump really needs that, like, I just kill Tony kind of energy.
Yeah.
But like
Comedy, fun,
what
funny.
you're pulling up are tweets that last forever, have a legacy, and what cat herd's doing are just immediate shotgun blasts that may or may not be funny, but there's no longevity to it. I can't believe I'm saying
It
that
works
on
for
Twitter.
boomers. You know,
It does work for boomers. That's true. That's
And
why
I-
Facebook does well.
I think Cat Turd does a really good job for Trump, except when he starts attacking moderates.
Right.
Because it's like don't burn the bridges to your allies.
Yeah.
You want to offer sweet candy.
I agree.
To the
To
moderates.
To me, I just see
Come
them
this
all.
way.
To
We
me,
have
they're just the same
symphony
as-
cookies and cream.
It's the Krasensteins, but the different political leaning. you
So
know?
the Krasensteins, you got this island in the middle, right? And then there's the Trump side, and then you got the liberal side. The liberals are lying and claiming that they've got nothing but Brussels sprouts. And some people like Brussels sprouts, sure. They're going to go the other way. In reality, you have people on the right offering wholesome, healthy food, candy, and dessert. Saying, no, no. And if you go to the Democrat side, they're lying to you. They're tricking you. Yeah. Donald Trump didn't call Nazis very fine people. That's a lie. Yeah. Donald Trump didn't say there's going to be a physical bloodbath when he loses. That's a lie. Donald Trump did not say to inject yourself with bleach. That's a lie. But that's all they have. Yeah. Come over here and we'll give you all the things you want. Right. The last thing we need to do is scream at people who we need to convince to support us.
Right. Yeah. Stop.
But anyway, without rehashing that, I think, it does really well on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. That's not to say that Trump should pick up cat turd's tactic. It really works for him. But
he truthed at Joe Rogan. They shouldn't have done that.
No.
I think they're mad because Joe won't have him on the show. But Joe's not going to have Kamala on the show either.
I think they should all go on that show. It'd be great to see a long form conversation with all of them.
I mean, how excited are you for the debate?
Kamala Harris on Kill Tony?
Kill Tony, no.
Here's actually something I think matters a lot. I think Joe wants away from politics.
Yeah, and he's stated that. I think that was even in his rebuttal today.
And I think that's. I honestly think when Joe was the number one on all platforms across the board, my personal opinion, and this is not from anything he said to me, is that he probably was like, I don't want to be the biggest podcast in the world. Mm-hmm. The money's nice, but it's like Joe goes on his show and says, yo, I had Wheaties for breakfast. And then everyone writes a news article. And it's like,
yeah,
I don't know if you really, really want something like that. People might think they want that. You don't want that.
Nope.
It must get boring too. Like, he is ultimately a very curious and creative person. And he does get the opportunity to talk to all kinds of people, which is cool. But I'm sure a lot of his life is pretty regimented to put out the volume of work.
I think it gets lonely.
Well, he's a comedian. He's got a family, and he launched Comedy Mothership, and he just happened to end up in this weird journalistic position where he was like saying he's not a journalist, and everyone's like, no, Joe, you are, because you're interviewing these important people. And he's like, I just want to talk to people I think are interesting.
Yeah.
So I think he doesn't want to have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.